it says, "You matter," which is Andy's mantra. Isn't it, Andy?
This is going in my pocket for at least a little while, Mark.
Oh no, you got to leave it there, man.
No, because look, it says, "Keep or hide me." So it's been hidden here, so I'm going to keep it.
Oh, I see. That was the message.
Carla wants to move it
So
around.
put it somewhere else.
Exactly.
Oh.
Keep it, and then I'm going to hide it somewhere
Oh,
else.
fantastic. So that's what's happening then. So that's how we're starting our hike today, guys. You matter. That's our little shelter. Heading that way. So your name is?
Ross Haddow.
Ross Haddow. Haddow.
Haddow.
Haddow, and you are?
Carol Haddow.
Carol Haddow. It's Thursday morning. Quick look around. The rain has just stopped. It's been raining all night. First view of the Black Mountains there, guys.
This is Andrew's happy place. Full English breakfast. Delivered by the owner, no less.
It's pretty flat all the way now to Builth. Llanwrthwl down the bottom, Newbridge on Wye, and then Builth. I've got a little twinge in my right shin. You know, I've had shin splints, so I've done well to get here really. So I'm just going to go steady. It's gone from my knee, my left knee, to my shin, to my ankle. I'll tell you what, in a bit of a mess, but no, doing all right. We're about, how many miles in do you think, Andy?
I was wondering about that earlier.
Probably about 30 miles in, isn't it? 30 odd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Raider's 20 miles from the source.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Got your brolly up?
Got the brolly up.
Yeah.
It's going to be heavy, I think.
Yeah. Just keeping dry, man. Here we are. Paul and I passed through here in 2016. We got the turning wrong. We were meant to go down there. The taxi driver came up here and did a kind of an about turn here, and then that way is the Elan Valley, guys. It's the back route to the Elan Valley, and it's a beautiful drive from Llanwrthwl. Better to walk it, but it's a beautiful drive. And a good memory. He's fast asleep, look. Oh, he's just woken up. Hello, beautiful. Llanwrthwl. Little farming community here in the Wye Valley on the eastern fringe of the Cambrian Mountains. Wonderful old place.
The ancient stone. The stone in the churchyard immediately outside the porch is older than the coming of Christianity to Wales. It was probably used as an object of worship before the Romans' occupation and during its earlier years. No doubt Saint Whereupon,
That's how I kind of pronounced it there. Yeah.
Whereupon, built his first church here because the place already had sacred foundations.
Yeah, this is the stone Andy was speaking of. That's 4,000 years old. And it's still here. That's incredible. So if you're passing through Llanwrthwl, guys, it's worth checking out. "4,000-year-old. Put here to worship whatever spirits they were worshipping back then. Yeah, this is lovely. When you're walking down one of these lanes, it literally is amble, isn't it? As Andy said, easy street. Yeah, we're not in a rush. Now this is when it's ideal brolly time, guys. Ambling along a quiet Welsh Welsh Wye Valley lane, and nice and dry, just ambling. It's like, get drenched all you like, guys, isn't it? Me, I'm happy as Larry under here and still enjoying my walk. You know, you'd have to suck it up, yeah, if you got drenched, but why do so? Pack a small little brolly. The Wye down below. It's looking quite handsome, growing into a really nice river. Got to keep hydrated, haven't you? There's some electrolytes in there as well. We were stood here on our water break, and I asked the question, I wonder what tree this is. Well, we could cancel out oak, alder, ash, and then we kind of run out of ideas, and then I remembered that I'd got my swatch book. So we ID'd it, and what we came up with is a field maple. So a handy little book. So this is a field maple. We're stood under, having our water break. We stood for a while longer beneath the field maple, admiring what views there were of Dolderwallad House, owned by James Watt, the famous engineer. The rain was that thick we could barely see it. Underway, we soon bumped into others, enjoying the delights of the heavens. Alright, so your name is?
Ross Haddo.
Ross Haddo.
Nottinghamshire.
Haddo.
Haddo.
Haddo, and you are?
Carol Haddo.
Carol Haddo.
11th day.
Yeah. Good going.
And we found it slightly more miles than advertised, and we're enjoying it all.
Yeah,
Enjoyed good weather until today.
Have you met good people along the way?
Lovely.
Have you had some really nice interactions?
Lovely.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Really good.
A little surprise.
It's one of the highlights really of walking, is meeting the people along the way.
Good.
Definitely.
Well, when we did get to Redbrook, we had done 18 miles, and I suddenly saw a fisherman's line tighten, and we watched him for 30 minutes play a salmon.
Oh, nice.
And landed it, but halfway through playing it, he said, I've got a mate half a mile downstream, could you run back and tell him? I said, we've done 18 miles, we can't
No.
run anywhere, and
No.
certainly not backwards.
Oh. There's a little nest box. There's a nest in it that sometimes they're abandoned. No, there's no eggs in this. It's probably, looks like a robin or something. It's not big enough for a blackbird. Nice spot to have a home. Yeah, wet, and Andy and I just needed a shelter, makeshift, and we came across this. It's a wood store. We just put 2 stakes up and we've created a nice little shelter. So here we are, having a nice break at 1:45 in the afternoon on the Wye Valley Walk, just outside of Newbridge. Okay, I'm going to have some hydration, a few oat cakes, and there's another robin. That's 3 robins. Significant places and 3 robins. That's just incredible. It's something that's been going on, guys, but absolutely awesome. All right. was just saying to Andy, I'm comfortable. All things relative, it's luxury. You comfortable, Andy?
Right, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's about a square metre here, isn't we? 1.5 square metres
Yeah.
in this little private woodland.
Yeah.
Found some shelter.
Drying off the...
We're going to have our lunch, dry off a bit, re-energise.
Yeah. Because you needed it, I needed it. Yeah.
Feeling pretty drained.
Packs were getting heavy.
Packs getting heavy.
Yeah.
Wet, heavy.
As they do. Alright, I'm going to eat my oat biscuits and hummus. Cheers, guys. That's our little shelter. Heading that way. It's still raining. We're in Builth Wells now. Quite a demanding hike that today. It's very good. Very wet. We're just walking over the river Irfon. There's the river Irfon. Beautiful river. Great river to walk. This is the river that flows through the Wye Valley. If you check out the link below, it's a very impressive feature in the Cambrian Mountains. Yeah, beautiful. It's a good walk, that. Nice and dry now. The confluence of the Irfon is just there. Right down there. And that's about the 6th tributary to contribute to the overall flow of the River Wye. Yeah, starts on top of a mountain called Bringower, or Bringor, however the Welsh pronounce it. And Paul and I hiked it in October 2016. We're just going to go and check out the confluence now. Just a quick hello, and then Andy and I are going to go into Builth. The confluence of the River Irfon with the Wye. Some of you may remember this from our video Wild Irfon Way. It's a cracking video, great adventure. Starts off with Mirion, the old Welshman, if you remember. Yeah.
A lot of people are doing it at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to end up in Chepstow?
Yeah.
Well done. I wish you well.
Take care of yourself. Wish you well too. We're in the Fountain pub in Builth Wells. Bit knackered and is a bit spaced out, but this is our spot for the next couple of hours. Just drying out some gear because it's been a very wet day. Andy's charging up his phone. He's found a charger in the corner there. Well, he's got the charger, he's just found a socket. Charge his phone up. Here comes our tea. Fresh cup. After sitting for well over an hour and having chatted to some tradesmen from away, we decided out of the blue to get a B&B. So without delay or hesitation, off we went around Builth to find one in this extremely wet, COVID-curtailed town. Would we find one? Well, what a turn up for the books. we got completely dumped on today, soaking wet through. And me and Andy just sat in a cafe, said, why not get a B&B? Freshen up, start the 5th day, tomorrow morning, with some good energy, some good rest, because there are no rules. So we're in this hotel. Well, hotel can B&B in Builth, Wales, and it's called the Llanwrthwl Arms. Llanwrthwl Arms. The River Wye is directly opposite, and we've just been sat in the bar now and just had a real pleasant chat with the barman. This guy, this young chap. Well, he's sort of young, 30 something. Local, lives up in the hills. But the most unusual thing about it, and this is absolutely incredible. Yeah, check this out, right? I didn't anticipate being here today. Wasn't the plan. Just going with our feelings, do you know what I mean? Going with the vibrations, going with our feelings, going with our intuition. And so we were looking for B&Bs around the town. Most were fully booked, 1 or 2 were closed. And one of the B&Bs that we had spoken to over the phone, the husband of the lady we spoke to actually found us in the high street, came over to us and said, are you two of the guys that just spoke to over the phone? We said yes. He said, you might like to try this place. He said, it's across the bridge. I mean, how kind is that? He went out of his way. I mean, that's going all the way, isn't it? He went out of his way to recommend this place. And so we ended up here. We came in and said, have you got 2 rooms? We weren't expecting 2 rooms because the others were fully booked, and one of the rules in one of the B&Bs was that the rooms had to be left for 48 hours because of COVID, because of coronavirus, before another booking. So we weren't really too hopeful. Anyway, we came in, he went and talked to the boss, and guess what? There were 2 cancellations earlier on today. 2 cancellations, right? So me and Andy got a room. Andy got one, I got one, as a result of these 2 cancellations earlier on in the day. Now the most remarkable thing about it too is that this place, in March 2016, this is where Paul and I came for half a Coke. I've been in here once before with Paul. We were just sat in the very same bar Paul and I were sat in 2016. That was the first and only time we'd been in here. So I'm actually in the place where Paul and I finished our River Erwood walk off in 2016. We had a wonderful time and a wonderful chat with the bar lady downstairs. So how utterly remarkable is that? 2 cancellations, and we're in the place where Paul and I spent, possibly an hour and a half or so chatting to this bar lady in 2016. And it's the first time I've been back. I find that incredible. I mean, what do they call that? Serendipity? But yeah, the Sony RX100 has to dry out. I'm going to have to get it out of my sack and dry it out tonight.
It doesn't like the rain at all. So here I am in this room, £55. £55 breakfast in the morning. So I'm really quite pleased. I mean, we've got coffee and stuff here, look guys. We've got coffee. What else is here? Yeah, Nescafe. Not that I'll be drinking coffee at night. If I drink coffee at night, I'll be buzzing. I won't get any sleep at all. I'll have the biscuit though. Yeah, I'll have the biscuit. Yeah, I won't need the drawers. Is there a shower in here? Might be a shower. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have a shower tonight. I'll leave it clean for them. They'll clean it themselves, but fantastic. So we've got a shower. Alright, me and Andy are going to go out, we're going to have a much around the town and going to go and get some chips. Chips, sausage, curry sauce, you know. Just have a nice time of it.
This is Andrew's happy place.
I absolutely love it.
Full English breakfast. Delivered by the owner, no less. Yeah, check that out, guys. It's amazing.
I think it goes back to mum and dad and my brother and family holidays when we used to go. It was just this, we used to get this cooked breakfast somewhere. I think it was down in Torquay or something.
Yeah.
And this woman used to come in and she'd say, fruit juice or cornflakes?
Right, right.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
That was the boss, guys.
And then
Go on.
she'd say, fruit juice or cornflakes? and then she'd bring in the cooked breakfast. And it was just like, yeah, very good place.
Yeah. There we go. That's the start of the day. Look at that, guys. That's Andy's mantra, that is, you matter. Thing is, it was the other way around. Yeah, I'll turn it over, and it read, it was just there, it was right in the corner there. And it reads, please post on Facebook, Love on the Rocks UK, and keep or hide me. Thank you, Carla. And then we switched it over, and it says, you matter, which is Andy's mantra. Isn't it, Andy?
This is going in my pocket for at least a little while, Mark.
Oh no, you got to leave it there, man.
No, because look, it says, keep or hide me. So it's been hidden here, so I'm going to keep it.
Oh,
for a
I
bit.
see. That was the message.
Carla wants to move it
So
around.
put it somewhere else.
Exactly.
Oh.
Keep it, and then I'm going to hide it somewhere
Oh,
else.
fantastic. So that's what's happening then. So that's how we're starting our hike today, guys. You matter. Brilliant.
That's cool.
That's incredible. So Andy's going to carry that little rock and he's going to put it somewhere, and who knows where it's going to end up. Brilliant. We're just heading out of Builth, guys. Nice little walk. We're about a mile outside of Builth. Oh, lovely. How beautiful is this? This is like a little tiny mini grove. And this is what it opens out to. Beautiful morning light. First view of the Black Mountains there, guys. We're just a few miles south of Builth Wells. So the Cambrian Mountains are to our rear, and there are the Black Mountains. We're looking at Hay Bluff and Tumpa, and to the right, Ross Dirion. Wonderful view, and the Wye snakes its way through. It takes a big arc to the right there, and then swings back left towards Hay Bluff. What a view. Whoever says the Wye Valley Walk doesn't have great views is mistaken. Beautiful part of the world. And we're heading towards, well, we'll be walking past Abererdu and the River Erdu, the confluence of the River Erdu with the Wye. But I'll tell you more about that when we get there. Wonderful. All around. Fantastic. The whole of the Black Mountains there. Beautiful place. Check it out. It's like falling down. It's completely had it as a farm. Yeah, there's a car in there. This is an old teethed barn, guys. It's pretty spectacular. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, let's have a look at this old teethed barn. Look at this. This is old school. This will be 1780s. Easy. It's seriously had its day though, isn't it? Needs a bit of work. Yeah, you come across these old places, totally run down, and there doesn't seem to be anyone here. Although the kitchen has a mug on the table, a couple of glasses of wine, and you know, some children's books and this, that, and the other. And it seems as though that somebody may still live here, but as Andy says, just not look after the place. Just haven't even got the money to look after the place. But we're not going to risk it. We're not going to go in the house and have somebody, "Oh, what are you doing?" All right. It was time for a well-earned break. The weather was great, and as we came across a famous view of the Wye with the Erwood Valley down below and the Black Mountains beyond, we couldn't resist kicking back and enjoying the spectacle. The vision before us was a real treat, and having soaked it up, we made our way down to Erwood, where the Wye flowed gently on by towards our next camp, Bowrood and Gladesbury beyond, where a choice awaited us. We're here at Erwood Station in the Wye Valley. And it's quite an interesting place. It was started or built in 1864, it says on the board. But it was scrapped during the Beeching report in the 1960s. But the locomotive here was built in 1939, and it was used during the war to move stock, munitions and all manner of things. That's been all over this. This locomotive has been all over the shop. Erwood Gallery and Craft Centre. On top of that hill is a Howitzer from the First World War. We're on the Wye Valley Walk, walking alongside the River Wye. You can't see that hill from there, from this road, but trust me, on top of that hill is a Howitzer. If you check out this picture, which I took a few years ago, it's really quite a humorous feature, which points down towards Erwood, and it's supposed to be a bit of a joke from Radnorshire. But it is in fact to commemorate someone's loss of a brother in the First World War. Yeah, it's quite a funny little feature. Nighttime view, camp number 4. Got my setup, got my sleeping bag, got my gear all stowed away. Yeah, it's nice and neat in here. I do like a neat camp. The light, by the way, just a quick look at the light. Not such a laughing matter really. I was looking for a cheaper alternative. This weighs absolutely nothing, and the light swivels, right? It swivels, and it's got like a carabiner at the top here as well. You know, camping lights, some of the top of the range lights at the present moment, you know, they're costing 28 quid, 30 quid. Well, I wasn't willing to pay that. This costs 10 quid. And do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, guys? This is really quite funny. It's a light for a dog collar. It's a light for a dog. I was searching around and I came across this on Amazon. I thought, hey, that would be ideal. That would be absolutely ideal for a tent light. And it is. I mean, the light swivels. You can position the light. And as you can see, it's a good light. You know, it's not a shit light, it's a good light. And the thing about this is, it's rechargeable. I can charge it up. I brought my charger with me. I can plug it in the wall, in a cafe, anywhere. I can charge it back up. Alright, that's it. That's all you're going to get tonight. You know, there are many nights of camping. I'll show you the site. Well, you've seen the site. We're next to the Bachaway River, the tributary with Wye. It's beautiful. So you've pretty much seen where we are. And that's where we are. The River Wye is right there, and the Bachaway is right there. Andrew is meditating down by the river. So, okay. I'm going to get some grub going, I'm going to get some rest, and I'll see you in the morning. Peace. It's Thursday morning. Quick look around. The rain has just stopped. It's been raining all night. We're in a woodland glade beside the Wye. The Wye is there. And the Bachaway is down there. And Andy's tent, which is Paul's old Nordisk, has been sagging. It's sil nylon. Sil nylon does that, and as you can see, his feet, it's been touching his feet, so his bag is wet. But yeah, fabulous windbreak again. The winds were strong overhead, but I like these woodland glades. They really do offer really good shelter. So we might have been given a little break in the rain here. It's 7:30 in the morning. I'll talk to Andy. We might decamp. It would seem a good opportunity and get going. Alright, let's have a look at the river at 7:30 in the morning. I was thinking about the Wye this morning, all this rain up in the Cambrian mountains and on all the Welsh Mid Wales hills. I was thinking, blimey, I wonder if it's been known to rise this high in a period of, say, 24 hours. In which case we'll get flooded out, but it hasn't. It seems to have stayed at the same level as it was yesterday. Oh, it's looking beautiful. Yeah, it looks beautiful and wild up here, the Wye. It's wide and it's full of rocky beds. Last time I came up here, I saw these fly fishermen. They were down by Llanstephan bridge, which is where we're heading shortly. And it's the only wooden deck suspension bridge over the River Wye. I just stood and observed them for a while. I do like to watch fly fishing. It looks very artful, doesn't it? So yeah, from here we're going to be walking down the road towards Llynstephan Bridge, then Erwood or Bachaway, Glazeby and Hay on Wye, where we'll possibly be meeting with Andy's cousin. Alright, I won't film too much more. I'll just pack up and get going, and I'll see you on the road. Alright. Here we are, Llanstephan Bridge. The only wooden deck bridge in the whole of Wales, and it spans the Wye. It was built in 1922 by David Rowell. He was an engineer. Oh yeah, here we are, here's some information. Built by David Rowell and Co. Westminster, 1922. He also designed and built the bridge that spans the Elan in the Elan Valley. Now that's still there, but it's rusting away and it's closed off. You can't use it, but it serves as a beautiful relic. Look at the Wye from down here, absolutely beautiful. Usually there's a great view that way, guys. You can see the Black Mountains from here, from this very bridge. Here's a photo that I've taken before. Looks absolutely wonderful. Majestic. As I say, it's a fantastic region to hike. A whole myriad of views and historical surprises. Erwood, Bachaway. And look at this bridge. Hey, look at this, guys.
Is this Carla?
All along here.
Erwood Rocks 2020.
Rainbow. Is that what it says? Erwood Rocks.
2020.
Erwood Rocks, it says, guys. All along the bridge. Probably from the primary school, local primary school. It says, I am well. Yeah, we are well. Rainbows. Wonderful. Saw a great rainbow the other day back in Hereford. Hey, this is nice, Andy, isn't it? Yeah. All along here, guys. That's a nice one. Oh yeah, what we got? Oh, stay magical. Oh yeah, I like that. There's some really nice thoughts here, aren't there? We're at Glaisbury. Little village of Glaisbury. Bit of an outdoor centre, Glaisbury. This is where everyone kind of launches when they canoe the Wye. But there's the River Llynfi over there, guys. That's the River Llynfi tributary with the River Wye. And that little river starts at a place called Llynfi. And it actually flows through Llangorse Lake. You wouldn't know it. Llangorse Lake is the largest natural lake in Wales. You can see here Paul stood whilst we were on the River Llynfi walk back in 2015. So it's a small little river, but flows through a substantial lake. We've made a strategic decision, a compassionate decision in fact. This storm that's blowing in from the east is intensifying, the wind is intensifying, the rain is just lashing down, and what we're going to do is we're stepping off the trail at Glaisbury, going to get back to Hereford, going to let the storm pass and then come back out and continue the trail, continue the hike. As Andy said, it's compassionate. You know, you don't necessarily have to lean into it and punish yourself. Because me and Andy, you know, we want to enjoy the trail and we want to talk. I mean, you float in and out of each other's company, but you get my meaning. It's not essentially an enjoyable hike when it's absolutely lashing down and the wind is blowing a hoolie. It's just not enjoyable. So we're going to let the storm pass. And the whole nation has been hit by this storm. It's coming in from the east. The skies are just full of it. Alright, so we're going to get back to Hereford. I'm quite happy to make that decision. It's pretty cool. Wise. Alright. Bring you back in a couple of days. If anything interesting happens, I'll let you know. Nah, I'm not hiking in foul weather like this. I'm stepping off the trail.